Okay, hi, this is Philip Roy from NZiPhone.com and welcome to this very first video that's going to show you how to get started with TapLynx and basically in a way document the creation of the application that I'm building. What you're seeing in front of you is my folder of everything that I need to get going, as the first article would have described. I've got all the feeds listed in a file that I'm going to need later on. I've got the folder from the TapLynx disk image, which at the moment is just called iPhone app. This is sort of a sample application. So the first thing I'm going to do is rename this folder to what I want to call the app. I'm hoping to call the application the NZiPhone.com app. I don't know whether Apple will be okay with that, but we'll see how we get on, and you'll find out if I've had to make changes later on. Further up, these two files are the very important TapLynx framework files that do all the magic that I can't do because I don't have the skills to. In this folder here we have something called master graphics, and this is just where I'm keeping all my graphics that I need, such as the 512 by 512 icon that I'll ultimately have to upload into iTunes. There's a couple of images, or 3 images here, that are going to go into my About tab within my application. There's the default splash screen, which I'll just show you because I'm very excited about the fact that I have a splash screen. So there it is. That's what's going to appear when my iPhone application starts up. I've got an icon for the phone, and then I've got a number of tabs, related tab images for the various tabs that I'm going to be building. You'll notice that I've referenced where I got them from, so that I just remind myself later on that I need to include those in the About page to credit or attribute those products, those files. Okay, if I stop the video now and then, it's probably because I've got a piece of paper here in front of me to remind me what I have to do. This is new to me, and I'm following a lot of the information on the TapLynx site. So here we go. This is version 1 of my iPhone application. I'm going to go into their sample app, and the first thing I'm going to do is rename their project to the NZiPhone, phone.com app. And this is an Xcode project. There it is there. Probably what you'll learn later on, the really crucial thing about TapLynx is this file here. This is where all your settings are stored, but we still have some setting up to do. So first of all, let's launch Xcode. Okay, so here is the application, and it doesn't look all that exciting, but there's a heck of a lot of power to what's hidden behind here. One of the things you might want to do is check what sort of simulator you are going to use. So for here, I'm going to put iPhone Simulator 3.1 as the debug simulator. Now what that means is whenever I hit build and run, it will build and it will launch an iPhone simulator as though I'm running version 3.1. Everything I'm doing at the moment that you see here doesn't require any money, because all it is using the free version of Xcode and the free, or if you like, trial version of TapLynx. So you can do all this, convince yourself that you're on the right track, and then spend the money to obviously create an iTunes iPhone development account and pay for the TapLynx license. So here we are in the Xcode interface, and I appreciate that I've kind of had to scrunch everything up to fit in this image. Probably the most important part for me now to get set up is I'm going to go into the graphics area, and I'm going to delete the default PNG file, which is just, as you can see here a little bit, it's an example splash screen that TapLynx provides. So I'm going to right click and delete that, and I'm going to say also move it to the trash, and I'm also going to delete the icon PNG file, which again is a default sample image, and move that to the trash as well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my folder, which is back a level, master graphics, and there are a number of graphics that I want to add into the project, which you do by dragging across into that area. So I just need to rearrange the window a little bit. So I'm going to grab all the About PNG files, the default PNG and the icon PNG, and then just drag those up and say I want them into the go into the graphics folder. When I let go, I get this option here, and from what I understand I probably need these items to be copied into the destination folder, so I say OK. And that now adds those in there into the project. I've got some other images. Sorry, it's a little bit awkward because I'm trying to show you this, but at the same time grab these images that are slightly off the movie screen. So now here come all my tab images. Drag those into the graphics folder. What do I want to do? Yes, I want to copy those into the destination folder. So I've now moved all my graphics, or the ones that I think I need, into my project at this point. So what I need to do now is just follow some instructions that I've referenced in the first article about setting this application up a little bit further. Okay, I've just moved the Xcode main window higher up on the screen on my Mac because we need to get to the menu options here. Following the instructions from TapLynx, I need to go into Project and choose Edit Active Target, which at the moment is called iPhone App. Now a window has appeared and I don't want it to be called iPhone App anymore. I want it to be called NZiPhone.com. So that's the first part. Click on the Build tab, and here I need to make sure where it says all configurations and all settings there, what I need to do is search for the word product name, and there I need to change this as well to NZiPhone.com. Go to the Properties tab, and here where it says Identifier, again I need to change it to NZiPhone.com. So it's just getting away from the example that TapLynx had set up and customizing it for your own application. Okay, so what I've done now is I've more or less customized many of the project settings related to the name of the application. I haven't changed anything really at the moment other than the icon for the application and the splash screen. I haven't changed any of the feeds or anything like that, but what I'm going to do now, and it's quite exciting, I'm going to launch my very first iPhone application just by hitting Build and Run. So up pops a simulator. There it is there. You can notice a little wee screen appeared saying it's being built with the demo of TapLynx. You'll notice that it's got some very odd information, a feed from somebody called Brent. These are all the default things. It's very green. I don't like that very much, to be honest. And there are a lot of things that I need to change about all this. What I can show you from here is that here are the default 3 tabs in the example project that TapLynx provide. I'm going to of course replace all those with the 9 sections that I've talked about, and these are feeds. I don't know where this one comes from. SmugMug by the looks of things, and some video from somewhere that they've pulled from YouTube. These are examples that are coming with the project that I'll be changing, but the really neat thing I can show you is that I can go back, and here is the icon that I created, and you can see I've already got a problem, so I'm going to have to fix that. My iPhone name for my application is too long, so I'm probably going to just have to call it NZiPhone. And when I click on this, you'll see very briefly the splash screen appear. I'm told that it will appear for longer when you actually build the application. But basically within the simulator I have a project that's running. I've slightly branded it, and now I've got the next big job to do, and that's to start building the tabs with the various links. And that will happen in part 2. This is Philip Roy from NZiPhone.com signing off.